And we are off. In West, we are going to have Jikredible playing in blue as the Cumans. In the Northeast, we are going to have Enzberg in green playing as the Tatars. And in the Southeast, we are going to have MadsGThegreat playing as the Berbers. So, so this is a Sadge chance qualifier. So we have our last chance qualifier. We have our last chance qualifiers. This is an opportunity to get into those. So that's why it's called the Sadge chance qualifier, because their chances are they're very Sadge. So this is one of those. Do the kings heal since you can't garrison? No, you have to heal your king with a monk. So king HP is very critical, especially in the early game. Jikredible here in West in blue playing as a human, scouting with his king. So kings in Dark Age are the fastest unit in the game in Dark Age. As soon as you hit Feudal Age, they can be outpaced by the scouts. So you got to be careful. If someone goes up really fast, you might. We've been waiting to see like that weird Khmer 6-pop or 8-pop scouts build. Also, I've been waiting on seeing that Step Lancer, that 13-14 minute Step Lancer build. I think. Wait, did we see that during one of the viewer show matches? I think we did actually. Also, a very strong option. So this in particular looks like a rather open Arabia spawn. Jikredible, if he wants to be walled in, he's going to have to go pretty far forwards to wall out to here. Otherwise, it's going to be trying to wall to these hills or something, and that's awkward. But Jikredible is set up in this corner. Down here in the southeast, we have MadsGThegreat playing in red as the Berbers. And looks like Mads actually got quite a nice map. Even with the forward gold over here, you can see there's a nice structure with the forward wood line on the hill. That's pretty nice. I mean, I don't like that it's on the hill, but it means that your opponent can't get on the hill, at least, because the wood is there. So if you wall to that, that's not so bad. And in the northeast, Enzberg playing in green as the Tatars. The risk, though, is if you go super aggressive, kill one opponent, the one left has had time to boom and wall. I think that's why you have to pressure both opponents at once. And also, like, in early Castle Age, you could totally get away with making, like, 12 cavalry archers, you know, in fairly early Castle Age. Thank you very much, Anonymous, for the $25 donation. To the, is that to me?
$1 million.
Uh-oh. Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
Sorry.
I should
$100 million.
I should maybe turn alerts off.
Now, Mr. Evil. Dr. Evil.
Anonymous donated $25.
Dude, thank you, Anonymous. Anonymous, you can whisper me if you meant for that to go to the tournament pool, not me.
Another one.
But if you meant that to go to me, thank you very much. I'll buy myself nothing. I'll probably buy myself groceries with it. Thank you very much. I just bought groceries yesterday, so thank you. Green's gonna use Enzberg using the TC to take in the boar. Yeah, I'm gonna have to disable alerts, unfortunately. Just for copyright problems. Let me think if there's any like alerts that I don't need to disable. I could leave the Wrang of Fire donation one up, I think. Here, I don't want to miss stuff. 1 second. Let me find something we can follow around here. We're still in the early parts, and in 1v1v1s, there's not a ton of pressure. Actually, I should be conscious of here because of how open Jikredible's base is. Enzberg's base is also kind of shaped similar to MadsG, so Jikredible kind of got the short end of the stick here on the map spawn without a forward wood line. Like, Jikredible has a 2 wood line Arabia, and green has a 3 wood line, kind of like a 3.5 wood line, and red's got a 3 wood line Arabia. So that's kind of unfortunate for Jikredible. He does have this kind of sweet rear gold and rear stone. So I don't feel too bad. He can like short wall and he'll be absolutely fine. Like, he can wall to here. Take it back. Jikredible actually has a god tier map. Nah, I take it all back. He doesn't have a forward wood line, but big deal. Like, he has a great map other than that. This is almost like That's pretty awesome. Like, he can even wall this in and go it like this. Yeah, he's got a rear stone. Where is it? He's got a rear stone. It's only a 4 tile, but he's got a rear stone. He's got a rear gold. So Jicky is very happy. Thank you again for the donation. I did not turn alerts off. I am potatoing so hard. It's literally just gonna be the easiest way is just for me to hit the alert button. Unfortunately, no alerts is fine. Guys, let me know now if there's any problems with the game volume and stuff. You had a bugged Arabia map today while practicing. There seems to be a lot of bugs. The game is buggy right now. I don't know how else to say it. It's kind of stinks to be hosting the tournament in the middle of the game being buggy. But while that's the case, it's also the best the game's ever worked at the same time. It sounds very unintuitive, but like the game's incredibly balanced right now. Like there is the most OP Civ in the game is Grijars. I beat them yesterday like 3 times. It's not so OP anymore. The game is fairly well balanced right now. There's probably like 2 or 3 things that maybe need tweaking, but it's in one of the... Jikredible, do not build the barracks there. Jicky! Jikredible! Why? Why are you doing this, Jicky? You're hitting it's your gold, and it's on the back, it's in the back of your base! Jikredible must have played a game where he was on the right side of the map right before this. Or is he just trying to, like, I don't understand he's just making the world's smallest map? I don't know what's going on with this barracks. I hate it so much. Is 2 deer instead of 3 deer enough for a re? No. No, it is not, Belgian. Name a build that you can't do if you only have, like, even like if you're Mongols and you only have 2 deer, you'll probably be okay. If you're trying to do a weird build, you can probably squeeze something out. Ooh. And the scouts are going to hit Enzberg here. Enzberg was a finalist from last year's Wrang of Fire. And Mads is going to be content with just taking some HP there. Interesting. All right, so Jikredible is going with the world's smallest potato-shaped base. Look at it, he's so cute. He's so cute. Oh. That's the cutest little base I've ever seen. Red's going for the big base, as they probably should. You could even like go out even further. Go out even further. Get all your res walled in. Do it. Or maybe not. Red's using this aggression on green. Green's got a spear. Took out 2 of the scouts. And 3rd one's going to go down in a moment. So far, Red has got 1 unit in exchange for 2. It was that Eco KD? I don't even know if that's Eco KD. There it is. Eco KD. Take a peek at the idle TC time. Jikredible is still idling his town centers, but he is the humans. But he also has he is also tied for the least number of villagers in the game. So a little bit of a mixed bag over there for Jikredible. Nitzel asks, does the speed have the same speed as scouts? No. The king is faster than scouts in Dark Age, and in Feudal Age the scout is faster. What are the elos? If one of my... Do I have a moderator here? 3.5 minutes idle town center for Jikredible. Yes, up to 4 minutes now. Do we have a moderator here that can get the elos set? And just let me know. Is there any mod here? Puppy, are you over not being a moderator yet? Enzberg is a 1700. That's correct. Mads, I believe, is a 13-ish. If someone gives me the elos, I can throw them up. Enzberg's going to hold this over.
Azul.
You're totally over being a moderator? All right. That's fine. That's fine, puppy. I get it. I was thinking about unmodding all of them. All of them! Just because I get I've been getting snippy with the mods. I want to be nice to moderators that help me with their time and efforts and energies. Jikredible. What is happening with my Twitch chat right now? Jicky is 2.5 K elo. Yeah, that sounds about right, Tissue. Yeah, I believe Jikredible somewhere around 2,300, 2,400 elo, or was. I did the colors and everything. I just forgot to do this. There you go. You can't elo by gathering TC idle time, right? Bro, why does this like pop all the time? Whenever I don't play it for a while, it goes like, it makes like a loud like crack. Give me a second. I'm gonna see if I can fix that. Rather getting very distracted in the middle of casting this. Like a potato. I'm just gonna turn it down a little bit more and see if that fixes it. Ah, it still does it. It's like it's trying to compress it. Yeah, that's horrible. But I can't use my drum hit anymore. Windows audio is just like... What if I change it to that? No, that breaks it too. Alright. Alright, YouTube. Alright, Twitch chat. Wrang's gonna stop now. We have the elo set. Did I manage to do that? Oh, we did manage to do that. Alright, elos are up there now. Sounds fine on your end. So it's just no. I heard it in the VOD when I checked yesterday. Hyperclear, get it. It's got that like crack right at the start. It sounds really like terrible. Also, they were talking in chat. We'll go over what they said. Enzberg says so quiet. MadsG says very chill. Enzberg says except for your scouts 11. Then Jikredible says so relaxing. And then MadsG says 11 but micro shit. And then Mads sends a bunch of knights to Enzberg's base. So Enzberg has the Tatars. They get extra sheep when they build town centers. So every town center they put down, they get 2 sheep at. Makes it super easy to get those town centers down and boom up. Tatars are basically like make cavalry archers : the civ. It's like their whole deal. Where's the aggro? Yeah, it's almost like players forgot about the loose kings. Remember, kings are ungarrisonable. This has been such a I'm gonna even say it. This has been a standard Wrang of Fire 4 match in almost like from the first year that we ran the tournament, where there was no gimmicky settings at all. It was just a straight 1 versus 1 versus 1. That's still kind of how I wish I could run it a little bit. Like that's how I kind of wish the tournament but it doesn't work with that way. People sit back and they'll boom for 8 hours and hide. So we're forcing aggression with the ungarrisonable kings. And I mean, this is dangerous. If these knights find the king, right? The problem is you can't research treason in Castle Age. You can't research treason in Castle Age. You have to wait till Imperial Age. So you're just kind of stabbing in the dark, hoping you can find something. I think that might be a good reason to mix in 1 or 2 scouts. Like if you're going to go for a knight's dive like this, looking for kings, I think it's a good idea to mix in 2 or 3 scouts just so you get the line of sight. And then also if your opponent has monks. Can you delete the building the king is in to ungarrison him? You can't garrison the kings at all, Wombas. That's the part of the gimmick. So back in the summer, I hosted a tournament called the King Snipe Cup. The developers put out a patch that accidentally broke the ability for kings to garrison. So we ran a whole tournament around it. And then the settings were just so good, so much fun, that I decided to bring it back for my 1v1v1 tournament and see if it could break up the free-for-all deadlock. And it's been really good. And you can see why, because now blue's gonna come and hit green. Green, the high elo of the trio here. A lot of times in these situations, the other two players will gang up, even if they don't realize that that's what they're doing. There's been no in-game coordination from Jikredible and Mads at all. It's kind of just like a de facto understanding that, hey, we should both like try and pressure green before we try and pressure each other. It just is the way that it makes sense. Enzberg is an ideal civ to deal with this, though. With the Cav Archers, his potential to snipe. Oh! And Reds come over and hit Jikredible. And everybody's hitting someone else. So we have blue and green's base. And we have... Ooh, green had to run the king out there from those knights. And Jikredible's having to send his king away from red's knights. So everybody's taking a stab at each other right now. And the game has just taken off all of a sudden. Jikredible is gonna... Oh! And the king is right there. Yep. Enzberg sees Jikredible's knight, gets it out of there. Jikredible's got to be careful with his king. He's managed to get them away from red's knights. Has his camels out to try and deal with red at home. Red, meanwhile, is just sitting pretty. Nothing going on back there. And we've got a nice, solid start here to Wrang 4 on our opening day. Tournament is now officially open. These games were played by the players who managed to schedule their games in advance of the tournament's opening and play them and everything. I was like, okay, fine. If you guys want to like get going, like go ahead. It'll give me some extra games to cast on opening day, which is good because there's only one live game scheduled for today. So now we've got like 4 recs. So lots of this format coming up. And the Lions, I don't know how many. These are some hungry Lions, and I'm going to do. You know what's coming, don't you? All right, well, they're done. This guy's not. This guy's interested. This guy's chompy. All right, and we got a question. How many kills is Gaia going to get? Wait a minute. Kings don't aggro onto, or Lions don't aggro onto kings. I wish I could change that setting, kind of. Enzberg's on the hunt. Ooh, the king's right here. King's right here. Mads. Ooh. Oh, the second barrage gets it, and Mads loses his king. Enzberg's plan, like I said, fire up those cavalry archers, run them into your opponent's base, and down goes MadsGThegreat, just like that. That's all it takes. And Mads says, forgot the king. It's not a good thing to forget. Mads really needed to have this base finished. You can see how important... it could have been all closed. God, it's all so beautiful and so destroyed. And now it's a straight 1v1 between Jikredible and Enzberg. And you gotta play to the meta, guys, or you will get messed up. And there is a meta. We've watched it develop over the past 2 years, and it's gonna be different this year with the ungarrisonable kings, but it's also not. Enzberg was a finalist last year. He barely got into the tournament because only the champion was guaranteed a spot. Jikredible mixed in some Step Lancers. We got a bit of an AI army here from Jikredible, but it might be to his benefit, actually. The Tar player is going to come forward and drop a castle. Now, Jikredible has lots of AoE experience, so I wouldn't put it past him to know what he needs to be doing. Which I kind of like I still kind of like his army composition. He just doesn't have enough of it. He doesn't have +2. And he's just getting eaten alive by the Tatar player. The steps have less pierce armor than knights, though. You don't want to make too many steps. They are faster than the Cav Archers, though. I'd never considered that before. But they're just going to get eaten. Like... And Enzberg's just using this time to go, and where's that castle? There it is. Oh, it's all the way back here. This could have been more forward. Do we have forward res? I mean, now we know we could put it there, but... The Jikredible, you need to like stop dancing your units in front of Enzberg and either take the fight or bail from the fight completely. Jicky, you got to get away from this. And his Step Lancer switches. Okay, those are the splits from Jikredible. But the Step Lancers are such a bad call at this point. Like, look at them they're getting annihilated. Jicky has built most of a King's Pen. Yeah, I agree. Hypercorget in my chat says that Jicky needs to go snipe. And I don't think he's going to have a better opportunity to do that than right now. You'd like delete a house and just try and run in. It's only going to get worse from here. And this could have got ugly. I don't even think Enzberg needs to kill Jikredible's king at this point. The Cav Archer army alone is going to do so much damage in Jikredible's base. We're going to switch to Enzberg's point of view as he tries to track down the king. Should see the stables at the back and just assume that the king's locked in there. And yeah, going to satisfy himself with just setting up on this hill, out of range of the town center, kill all of the villagers. You show res, yep. We don't actually know where the king is, but I don't think it matters at this point. The score is double for Enzberg. Jikredible's only hope. Ooh! Jikredible's only hope is to go and try and snipe the king. Jicky, go. Yes! Yes, Jikredible! Jikredible making the right meta call. Okay, I like it. I like it. Jikredible's playing the game properly. He just needs to try and track down the king. Is he on his way to Imp? He can't be on his way to Imp, right? Waiting for Treason? No. Nah, his one hope is going to be to get in with these. That's going to be his one hope, is going to be to get in with those. He should 100% only focus on this. Enzberg's trying to wall up at home. He knows the steps are coming, but they're going to get in. And where's the king? Is Jikredible going to snipe the king? Enzberg's going to have to pull all of his army back. Jicky, you got to find the king. It's right there. The king is down here. Enzberg's cycling it away. Hits Imp. Jikredible needs to find that king, and he can't. He just can't. Enzberg's on the ball with moving his king around his base. And Jicky's going to lose all those steps at the back. Calls GG. Deletes his king. And your winner is going to be Enzberg here at the opening match of Wrang of Fire 4. Jikredible with the right decision. 100% this was the right call. He just needed to find the king. Needed to get a little bit lucky, and he sent them to where he knew Enzberg had been hiding the king before. He'd even sent it where the king had just been. But the problem is Enzberg, with the map awareness, with the game awareness, trying to get the walls down, didn't get those down in time. But he knew that Jicky was on his way to his base to try and snipe, knowing that it was Jikredible's only option. Enzberg showing great game awareness and good perception of how to play the meta here at Wrang of Fire 4. We'll take a peek at the stats, as they don't reveal quite as much as normal, but you can get a decent idea. Like that superior exploration. You guys can see having a higher elo definitely important, but also not the be all and end all in this meta. We go back here, I think we'll get a better idea what Mads actual APM would have been, which is like 29. There you go. For Mads, who might be watching. Respect to Jikredible. Jikredible and MadsGThegreat, thank you very much for your time. You guys are eliminated from Wrang of Fire 4. Enzberg will be moving on to a last chance qualifier. And we will take a peek at the brackets right now. And I will put that on the brackets, I think. I think that shows up on that section of the brackets. That was not a high elo qualifier. I'm trying. I have so much production, I can't handle it all anymore. All right, brackets. I'm going to say hi to everybody in chat now that I've seen. can call everybody out. Tryhard105, good to see you. Hyper Corget, Alucard, Telford, Wambaz, Sharper Guy, Snitzel, Puppy Saturation, Otter AoE. Anybody else I'm missing? Thank you very much, everybody, for being here who's watching and watching quietly at home. Belgians here, Jicky Jam, No Meter, and Tissue Paper Cab Mat. Way too little cheese in his strat. I kind of liked it. You're the idle TC king. Don't feel too bad, Jikredible.